This playthrough is rated T for teen.
Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords. In the last episode, we finally left Telos, but upon leaving, our little good friend T3 and 4 pulled out the archives of Atris's information and told us about the trial that we had gone through that lost us our Jedi status. However, we learned some information, mainly that the Jedi Masters may possibly still alive, and if we need some help against the Sith, why not Masters and no petulant type of apprentices? So I think we're going to start chasing after them, and hopefully they'll help us out. But T3, you got anything more for us before we go? What is it? Let's see. Jedi Master. I don't think I have the repair stat for it. I could check really quick. Let's ask him about routine maintenance. Sure. Let's see. Check on main chassis. Yeah, okay, I don't have enough skills yet to do that, so. Alright. Sorry about that, dude. I didn't think so. I have to level up a bit to upgrade an item. Oh, I didn't know you could upgrade items. You can also give us programming spikes. I think we asked him about the ship earlier, I think. I guess that's it. Okay. Well, let's... Can you give us any? Okay, I guess I'm full right now. Alright. Let's talk to Atten, and then let's figure out our next step. Hey, dude.
You know, I noticed a glow before, but now it's bright around you. You've come a long way since Paragus, and despite all we've been through, you seem a lot better for it.
It's because I'm full light side, yo. I'm good old light side all up in here. Anyway, yeah, if you get either light side or dark side, your companions kind of comment about that. Let's see. I feel as if I'm in more in touch with the Force than I've ever been. I feel at peace. What do you mean? I have some questions for you. Let's just do the top
Shows. It's kind of inspiring, to be honest. Anyway, just wanted to mention it. I think the others have noticed it too.
Do you want to turn around and look at me, jerk?
Alright, what did you want to know?
Yeah, just one of the glitches of the game, I guess. Yeah, let's ask him about his training. I don't think we brought it up before.
Huh? What are you talking about?
When we entered the Telos Academy, you dropped into a Chani combat stance.
Oh, that. Don't tell anyone, but you wouldn't believe how many fights you can prevent by just pretending to know that stuff. I mean, it doesn't compare to wearing a lightsaber, but then again, that doesn't seem to help you much.
You were pretending? Don't change the subject.
Yeah? So what? I don't ask any dumb questions about your past, despite the fact that it keeps throwing us into life-threatening situations. Want to know why? I figure if you ever want to tell me something, you will. So give me the same respect, alright?
Wow. And for being a scoundrel, you're very, I'm not accusing you. I just want to know if you've got any other combat skills. You could be a real asset with combat training.
Well, hey, thanks. But you've got the wrong guy. I'm good at shooting people, cracking wise, and pretending to know how to fight with my hands.
I don't even know if our persuade worked because it doesn't say success. It just
Alright.
as response. Alright, well I guess he's got nothing else to tell us. We lost in. Probably because of the way we persuaded them, so we evened out. Thanks. Alright, let's check for where we need to go first. Alright. Yeah, we can go to all these places now. We got a lot more. Wait, we can actually go to Paragus too? What? Didn't that place get destroyed? Anyway, yeah, we can go about the Telos mining station. But yeah, I think the best place to go is where the academy once started. Let's see if we can find Master Varuk. Yeah, I think it might be a good hub world to go to you know, just I think it makes sense after the after the Sith destroyed it in the previous game, so which they did that off screen. So, all right, let's meet the local flora and fauna here, shall we? Yeah, we could bring T3 if you wanted to. I'll try to. I mean, I guess I could bring Atten. It's just when I go into combat, I don't want to have him with me just because of I haven't leveled him up for obvious reasons. We're going to an old academy, right? Yeah, let's bring the main cast. I mean, yeah, we get other characters, which is not that much of a surprise, but I think Atton and Craig probably get the most dialogue out of most of the characters that you get on your team throughout the whole game. I think. Yeah, I think so. I think it's because they started out with you, or maybe it just seems like that after everything. But yeah, back to the world of Dantooine, where Mandalorians are all over the place and crack dogs, and we found the temple that Malik and Revan had found that might have sent them on the path towards the star maps in the previous game. But now this place is all destroyed. A Jedi temple, a husk of what once was.
You must be here to join in the plunder of the old Jedi Enclave. You have to see Administrator Adari first.
Well, we won't have to see him if he's dead. Oh wait, I mean, I didn't ask for a welcoming committee. Goodbye, Administrator Adara. What are people doing in the Enclave? Oh, what are you talking about?
You're one of the salvagers, right? Your ship looks banged up enough to be part of that lot, but you look different.
Well, that's just being. I don't know what that is. Classists? Yeah, that's it. Hey, my ship's not banged up. No, salvagers. I don't know what you're talking about.
Then who are you? The only recent visitors we've had on Dantooine have been salvagers and a slew of mercenaries.
Dantooine? I thought it was Dantooine. Huh. Well, maybe the voice director was a bit off on that one. Jedi, I want to see the Enclave. I'm just visiting. I lived here once. My business of my own. I want to visit the Enclave, but I'm not a salvager.
Just to see the sights, right? You're just another salvager. Go see Administrator Adari in Kunda if you want to get into the ruins.
Where is Kunda?
Kunda is the big building just outside the landing port. It used to be the estate of a man named Matali, but he and his family disappeared around the time of the bombardment. The Administrator rebuilt it, and now this is our center of government.
And yeah, that unfortunately, no matter what you choose at the beginning of the game, like if Revan was dark or good, that doesn't affect certain things like that. Like the Matalis, like in the good way, you could convince their families to get together, and I guess they left after their planet got bombarded, or you could have ended up killing them or convinced them to kill themselves. It's pretty funny when you do the dark side version. Maybe one day I'll record Old Republic but do the dark side route. Yeah, we'll see. And of course, if I did that, I'd probably streamline a lot of things a lot better than I did my first playthrough of the game. I liked my playthrough of Old Republic, but I'll admit I probably dragged on sections more than I probably should have. This is your center of government?
I know it doesn't look like much, but there aren't many settlers that live on this planet. This building is the start of something new for us. We're very proud of it.
I'd be more impressed if there weren't so many holes.
We're working on it. Is there anything else you'd want to talk about?
That was a bit mean, I'll admit. Who's Minister Adari?
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attack, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here are mercenaries.
Mercenaries are bad. Why are there so many mercenaries around?
We had problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi Civil War. The Jedi helped clear most of the problem up. But after the war, many soldiers from both sides of the conflict became mercenaries. And since we're so far from the core, some started gathering here.
Have the mercenaries caused any problems?
The difference between an out-of-work mercenary and a raider is a vibroblade's edge. The only thing we can prove they've done is intimidate a few farmers. The farmers give them goods, money, or food just to stay on their good side. The only one that isn't scared of them is the administrator. There have also been a lot of disappearances recently, and not all of them can be blamed on calf hounds. But nobody can prove the mercenaries are responsible.
Well, I mean, who else is here? I mean, who else could have done it? Anyway, who has disappeared?
A farmer here and there, or a family. We lost enough people during the war that keeping the calf hound and Kinrath populations under control hasn't been possible. So there are a lot of animal attacks. Some deaths, too. The disappearances might be just coincidence, but a lot of the stubborn folks seem to be more accident-prone.
Of course they are. Why do I need permission in an enclave?
Have you ever sliced a Jedi security door? The old ruins are secure from salvagers unless they get permission from Adare.
Huh. Well, alright, I guess we got
into the building and you'll find your way to the administrator. I'll be over by the entrance if you need anything else.
Well, I guess it's good to know that at least life has survived, despite the city being bombarded. But let's go see Admiral Administrator Adalare and see if we can get to that Jedi Temple and find Master Varuk. And for those of you playing the game and expecting that maybe I should have had someone else with me at this time, let's just say that certain choices prevent certain things from happening. But we'll get to that whenever another character makes an appearance. Alright, let's head out. Alright, so let's see. We're in the dock area here. But yeah, we had multiple other places we could have gone to as well. But I think almost every time I play this game, I think I always go to Dantooine. I think most guides, if you read them online, I think suggest going here too. But you could go to any other planet and it would be perfectly acceptable to start there. I don't think, as far as I understand, it's like the previous game. I don't think there's an impossible. Nothing's impossible without a security. Probably not. If it says impossible, it means I can't do it right now. Whoops. I don't know why I switched. But parts. And but yeah, either way would go first. I think another choice to go to would be Nar Shaddaa. I think is also a good spot. But as far as I know, I don't think there's any like, oh, you need to levels wise. It's like, oh, nope. Sorry, I didn't want to talk to you. I don't talk to you. I don't talk to scoundrels. No, we've got a. Can we steal your luggage? We can. I give you greetings, humans. So many visitors come to Kunda. New faces arrive all the time. It is said that all too often turmoil and strife bring the humans here. I am Pato Ado, an ecologist and xenobiologist. I await transport off this planet to rejoin my herd. I've explored much on this planet, but I am anxious to depart. What are you doing on Dantooine? I was sent to catalog the natural resources of all of this planet. A fascinating planet filled with life. Many biotics, but even nature is troubled here. The ecosphere's balance has been lost. Without correction, the planet will falter in time. Man, it seems like every planet in the Star Wars universe will falter in time. Mainly because war, or every war that appears, everyone's got to build a planet destroyer. Yeesh. Starts with a Star Destroyer, or a Death Star in the first movie, and there you go. How can it be corrected? It is difficult to say. Ecosphere forces are hard to disrupt, but sentients have terrible power. The fallen Jedi's proximity may be the root of the problem, but who can they say? Who can say something must be causing the mysterious behavior of the Kinrath? I think I remember the Kinrath from the previous games. I think they were force like affected or sensitive or something like that. What's so unusual about the Kinrath's behavior? Kinrath are common to several worlds, but they are well known for their burrowing and nesting, but here they swarm. The tunnels here appear to be center of their anomalous behavior. Why are you anxious to leave Dantooine? The wait for my herd ship has been long. I am eager to return to Telos, so I must find a way to pass time. I've taken up a curious recreation known as Pizak. Much time passed, and I have made many friends, but now the humans no longer play with me. I did not completely understand. When I was learning, they were eager to play for small amounts of credits. Now that I enjoy and know the game, no one will play. I even offered to wager rare components useful in the making of armor, but after a short time, even that wasn't enough. Now I am anxious to pass the time again. I do not suppose you have to Pizak deck an inclination to pass time with me. Maybe later. I'm not interested right now, maybe later. A very common response these days, though I may say it less sincerely. Take care of your endeavors. I'll do that off screen. I'll tell you if what components I win, if I do win any. Yeah, he gives you some armor and weapon components. I think he only gives you like a armor and weapon one now that I think about it. Because he doesn't do it for too long when he's like, okay, I'm going to keep losing out on stuff. Let's talk to this crazy old man.
I don't have time for cursing salvagers.
I could kill you and take whatever you want. I'm a Jedi. Show some respect, dog. Why so busy? I'm not a salvager. Why do you think I'm a salvager?
Well, you don't look like a damn mercenary, and you don't smell like a stinking farmer. Why else would you be here?
What else? What do I look like? I look like a person's got a weird contraption on their head. But then again, this is Star Wars, Who knows what has? I've come to see the Enclave.
You're not a salvager. I don't even want to know why you'd go to the Enclave.
I'm curious. I'm a teenager with nothing left to lose. I don't know. What do you know about the Enclave?
Nothing but rumor. They say the spirits of the angry dead haunt the ruins. On a quiet night, you can hear the ghosts howling and scraping around.
Force powers. Jedi are OP! No one ever likes to tell a story that doesn't involve Jedi. Woo! Who are they?
Oh, you know, the folks around Kunda. Go there yourself and get the details firsthand. You'll find the Kunda outpost just outside the landing port.
Well, I thought you'd have more to say being a named character.
Is this gonna take long? I'm busy, you know.
You know, you weren't doing anything before I got here. I saw you just drawing naked or pictures of naked ladies over there. I see you. Tell me about the salvagers.
Salvagers are a crazed lot of treasure hunters, looking to loot something of value from the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. Most of them end up broke, or dead. If you ask me, anything of value that was in the Enclave has already been plundered.
That makes sense, because in real life, you know, most treasure would probably get plundered, but any video game knows there's always treasure left, no matter what. What do you know about that? Oh, wait, I think we asked him about that, yeah.
Is this gonna take...
What are the mercenaries doing here?
Not sure what they're doing here other than causing trouble. There's not really much work here for mercenaries. Maybe they're here to collect the bounty on that Jedi.
There's a Jedi here?
I don't know for sure, but that's what they say.
Maybe that's Master Varuk. Who are they?
Oh, you know, the folks around Kunda.
Oh, right. Okay, I asked him
Just
about
gonna
who are they earlier. Why so busy?
Can't
Why
you
so
tell?
serious?
I'm a mechanic. In fact, I'm the only mechanic here in Kunda. I'm responsible for maintaining everything mechanical or electrical at the Kunda outpost.
Why is that? Why everything seems to be so run down?
I'd like to see you do a better job at fixing the droids, security doors, and gun turrets. Now quit bugging me.
Okay,
Good.
sorry. Why so busy?
Can't you tell?
Who is Akir?
That
Akira
damn
Royale?
alien has set up a shop outside Kunda. If you ask me, I think he's stripping the machinery around Kunda and selling it back to us.
That ding man, that ding alien. Maybe, who knows? Is he like the Ferengi from Star Trek, you know? Maybe. Actually, didn't Star Trek and Star Wars come out around similar time frames? I mean, not at the same time, but you know what I mean. Well, anyway. Alright, well, we've got this whole place to explore, but probably should go see the, Oh, there's that. Ah, he's one of that, God, I forgot the race of those guys again. The creepy-looking ones. As a fellow traveler, are you far from your home world as well? I am Akir, a Sullustan starfarer, an honest trader. A Sullustan, that's what he is. What do you sell? I trade mostly in droid components. Droid components. I build droids too. They fly my ship and keep me company on long voyages. If you have droid companions, you'll surely appreciate my selection. They keep you company on long voyages, huh? Especially with those lips. I mean, why are you here? I journey where the solar winds take me. For now, they brought me here to these good human settlements. They are in need, so I sell them things at good prices. They also have much that needs fixing. I tell them that I am a pilot first and mechanic second. But it turns out even my meager mechanical skills are needed. If you are especially good with engineering computers, I would talk to Zeron. Who is Zeron? He is the leader of the local militia. He defends the settlers from the many troubles, and he's hard to read, even for a human. You can find him in the militia headquarters in Kunda. What can you tell me about Dantooine? I only recently arrived. It can take most of their life cycle to truly know a place, but I have learned some. The settlements are few and they face many troubles. Not all humans here are settlers, though. There's some that are not as admirable. Those mercenaries gather looking for work in battles and war, and the salvagers camp near the ruins of the Jedi Fortress. When dealing with both, I would advise caution. Have the mercenaries hurt anyone? They have caused disturbances. Tempers are hot for both settler and warrior, and anger burns quickly here with the usual results. But it is hard to shift fact from rumor. Some say distant farms have been destroyed and looted, but nothing is certain. Why are the salvagers trouble? They follow their credits and have little concern for fellow sentients. I have never had satisfactory dealings with them. I have made friends with many people in Dantooine, but I cannot call one salvager a friend. Let's see what you got. Yes, you may, and take as long as you like. There are many bargains to be had. So he sells us computer parts. Ooh, we've got a. Wait, didn't we already get a cluster? I'll have to double check. This control cluster looks like it was singed by blaster fire, but it looks like the Durasteel shell surrounded it kept it intact despite the damage. That must... No, I think we did get it from the HK-50s that attacked us right before we entered the shrine on Telos. I bet that's for those... That ability to buy it there is for those who missed grabbing it on there. Like if for some reason they didn't check and just ran inside. Since you can't go back to the Telos shrine, this gives you a chance to buy it back. So that's kind of nice. Because I could have swore we got that cluster. I'll double check, but I believe he's just selling us an item that might have possibly been missed. So that's kind of cool that some items can be gotten later if you lost track of them or something. I know that was kind of more of a modern thing, really. Back in the old days, a lot of games would be like, oh, if you missed that thing, too bad. We did not program it that well. Let me speed myself up so I can run through this a little quicker. Yeah, it's not like I've got anywhere to go to, you know. I just want to be fast, man. Grenades, Verpine Viper Mesh, a couple new armors. We'll see if any of those are better for Mr. Bayodur later, but I don't think so. Maybe it would have been decent for me, except being a Jedi, so... Unless I wanted to be a Jedi that didn't use Force powers, then, which playing the Guardian build would probably make you more use of the, armor than anything else. Okay, where's the main entrance? Probably over here. Ooh, Dylan. Dylan!
What do you want now?
Or maybe it's the island, because it's... Oh, well, tell me about the Administrator.
She was the agricultural administrator of Dantooine. After the Sith attacked, she kept us together. Without her, the only thing you'd see around here would be mercenaries.
Isn't this the same way we talked to earlier, or is it just a similar model? No, it doesn't sound the same, so... Why are there so many mercenaries
We'd had
here?
problems with Mandalorian mercenaries even before the Jedi.
Okay, we are...
But after the
yeah,
war,
we are.
many
Never mind, we
soldiers
got
from both sides-
it. Is the same lady. It just seemed different. Okay, yeah, we're just talking to the same lady from before. Man, I can't believe I already forgot her name. Do you say
Don't cause
anything?
any more trouble for Dantooine. We've had enough of it for a lifetime.
Well, I haven't done anything yet. Alright, let's talk to the local administrative body and see what we can do. Perhaps get some quests to earn some credits and some experience while trying to help ourselves against the Sith. And obviously find Master Varuk, who's voiced by Jonathan Winters, so why not go for him first? He's a celebrity, dang it. Gotta go for the celebrities first. Actually, I mean, not that voice actors shouldn't be well known, but out of all the characters voiced in this game, Jonathan Winters is the only, like, I would say, celebrity recognized voice. I mean, you could recognize all the other voices, but you know what I mean, comparatively. Every game needs to have one celebrity voice, even though most celebrities are not actually very good at voice
Do you
acting.
actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Yeah, well, let's not go telling everyone, Tom, Dick, and Harry that we're Jedi.
The salvagers keep coming here and bothering the militia. That Garevik is the worst of them.
That's not the voice you had earlier.
If it weren't for the Jedi, we'd be a prosperous community. They brought us nothing.
Well, that sounds familiar, but... Alright. And then, obviously, we don't want to force our way inside without talking to the administrator, otherwise they'll get... receptionist, otherwise they'll get mad.
You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask.
Well, we'll talk to them in a minute, but do you know who Garevik is?
Garevik is a salvager, the worst one of the lot. Try to stay clear of him. He's a dangerous one to cross.
Sounds like a boss to me. Where's the administrator?
Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now if you like.
I could easily miss it. I'm a Jedi. Well, actually, I couldn't. I'm not Zora from One Piece. You'd go in that one direction and somehow still get lost. Why does everyone think I'm a salvager?
You're not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvagers or mercenaries. And you don't look quite gritty enough to be a mercenary.
Well, we are a RPG protagonist. I guess that makes sense that we aren't armed to the teeth, apparently. What do you have in
The
Kunda?
things that would most interest you are our weapon merchant and Zeron, the leader of our militia. Akari is still around here somewhere too. He sells droid components.
Oh, well, good. Where can I find the weapon shop?
Just go to the central corridor and make a right. His shop is the first on the right.
I also think most of the shops are inside this building. Why would I need to see Zeron?
If you get into any trouble, he's the person you'd contact. Unfortunately, recent problems with the salvagers and mercenaries have kept him quite busy.
Oh. Like what?
The mercenaries cause disruptions for some of our outlying settlers. They are a constant source of friction for us. I hear the salvagers are having some internal problems too.
Everyone's got problems, and it takes Jedi to solve them, for good or for ill. Can you go into more detail?
No, I couldn't. If you're really interested in that, just speak to Zeron.
Alright, jerk. What exactly is Kunda?
We hope it will become the new center of government for the settlers. The Administrator has been trying to organize us in the wake of the Jedi Civil War.
It's not a very big building for a center of government.
We're a small group of settlers on the edge of Republic space. The building isn't large, but it's only the beginning.
It's only the beginning.
Certainly. What?
Okay, we got nothing else. Alright, now we can go inside the building now that we've talked to him. Actually, I think you could have gone before, but this just makes it official. Hello!
Are you waiting for the Administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here.
Oh, government that takes forever to get stuff done. It has a ton of red tape. Oh, that's so original. No, why not?
Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the Administrator is a pat in the back. I'm sick of all their excuses and empty words. I need justice now. I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the Administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
The question, vigilantism, is it ever okay, especially if the government is inept or has very little influence, you know what I mean? Sure, that might start the chaos, but if it works for Batman, so... What exactly is your problem?
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then, they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices. I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren. But I can't farm without my equipment.
You give your blaster rifle to your grandchildren? You sure that's a good idea? The salvagers stole your equipment?
Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment, the salvagers had already stripped it bare. I went to their camp to get back my moisture evaporator. This smug fellow Joran told me that he found it within the ruins, and by law, it belongs to him now. He said he'd give it to me for the bargain price of 500 credits. I wasn't very happy about it, but the law was on his side, so I paid the scoundrel. Now, the moisture evaporator doesn't work, because it is mysteriously missing its modulator. Joran is offering to sell me a modulator he found for another 500 credits.
Man, what a gouger. And a jerk. Why doesn't the Administrator help?
It's hard to deal with womp rats when you got a Gundark on your back. I believe she'll get around to it, but I think by then it'll be too late. I understand that the wheels turn slowly on this sort of thing, but my crops are in immediate danger. The salvaging laws on Dantooine are a mess, and in my mind, they favor the salvagers.
Because they probably bring in some more... Oops, sorry, I hit the mic. Probably bring in more money than your standard farmer, despite farmers always being necessary in any country ever. Yeah, we always forget that a lot. So, let's see. Is there anything I can do to help?
I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager. If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful. I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you.
Oh, I could get that blaster rifle from him. Sorry. Do you want to be dickish and ask him for a bit more from that? Yeah, we'll just ask him where it is. We're not too greedy. We can survive without that. I mean, I think you can. I don't think it gets you dark side points. It just makes you a dick. Where's the salvager camp?
It's right next to the ruins of the Jedi Enclave. Just follow the smell. You can't miss them.
Follow your nose. It always knows the flavor of dirt wherever it goes. I'll see what I can do.
That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
I got one of our first quests in this place. Alright, the quests are piling up, because it always does on every new planet you go to. But we're only getting started on this, on Dantooine, and seeing who's been here, who's taken over, and who we need to deal with. So, in the next episode of Knights of the Old Republic 2, the Sith Lords, we'll talk to the Administrator, service some more quests, perhaps beat the crud out of some salvagers and mercenaries. We can only hope. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. And may the Force be with you.